Hey there, it's Victoria McCooey. I want to talk about how 100% of the time the narcissist will try to turn the children against you, try to alienate the children from you. This is called parental alienation. So I want to talk about that. Such a common theme. So many of my clients experience this. People are coming to me every day asking me about this, wanting to know more about why it happens, how, if they can stop it from happening, and if it is a good enough reason not to leave an abusive marriage. All right, so that's what I want to talk about today. First of all, the narcissist knows that this is wrong, that this is bad, because we know he does. And I'm going to say he, because most of these scenarios are narcissistic men. But believe me, you don't have to tell me in the comments. I know that there are narcissistic women who do the same exact thing to their husbands. I have men in my programs. There are victims on both sides. So I'm just going to use him as the narcissist so it's a little bit easier to get through. All right, so he will warn you not to do it. So we know he knows it's wrong. He will say, you better not involve the children in this. You better not try to badmouth me to the children. You better not hurt the children, right? He will be very, very concerned about what you might do. What is this? This is projection, right? He is projecting onto you exactly what he knows he's going to do. So we know he understands that it is not right, but he's going to do it anyway. And you're thinking, of course not, of course not. Well, there's a relief, because if he's so worried about me doing it, then he certainly won't do it. Wrong. No, he 100% will. This is what a narcissist will do. Why would he possibly want to put his children in the middle of the crossfire, right? In the middle of this adult situation, because he needs to have his own needs met above everything else. Above everything else. Nothing else matters. His needs must trump everything else, right? It's all about what he wants and getting what he wants when he wants it. What does he want? He wants to control you. Now, chances are, if you're leaving, if you're either divorcing or already divorced, he has no other way to control you. This is the last thing he has that he's able to use to control you. So, yes, he will necessarily use the children at any age. Any age, he will use the children. He understands that that this is a hurtful thing to happen to them, because he's warned you, you better not do it. So why would he do it? Well, you must be punished. He has to hurt you. And of course, by hurting your children, you are going to be hurt. He knows this. You must be hurt because you have inflicted the worst damage that a narcissist can have. You have inflicted the worst narcissistic injury, which is abandonment. They are scared to death. They fear abandonment above all other things, and you have abandoned him, so you must be punished. And whatever serves his purposes in getting that done is fine with him. It doesn't matter what collateral damage it is. And, we're thinking, how can somebody hurt their own children this way? How can they do it? This is so damaging to the children. Well, even though he knows it's wrong because he warned you not to do it, he can't feel empathy or at all. But he certainly can't put himself in someone else's shoes the way you and I can. The children, and anyone for that matter, are just things that he can use to meet his own needs. So children are just projections of him. They're possessions. They are things that he can use to serve his own purposes and to get his own needs met. And right now, his need is for you to be hurt. So if it means turning the children against you, as damaging as that is to the children, no problem. No problem. He has no qualms at all about doing this. I mean, I know we don't understand because, thank God, we are not wired this way. But this is how they think. All right, he has no empathy. So he can't really relate to the children's discomfort the way you and I can. All right, so the question is that reason enough to save your children from this damage by being manipulated this way, to be turned against their parent, one of their parents? Is this reason enough not to leave an abusive marriage or a toxic situation? Is that warranted then, that you can't leave because of that? I mean, everybody has their own choice to make, but I say no, and you know why? Because children grow up. Children will get the joke. Children will one day not do something that he tells them to do, not agree with something he says, not abide by whatever crazy law he has proclaimed. They will not just blindly subscribe to whatever crazy plan he makes for them. At some point, they're going to push back, and guess what? They will be discarded the same way you will. Now they will be the enemy. Not that that's good either, but it's not forever. And hopefully there are ways to mitigate the damage. But what happens if you stay? You stay in this toxic, horrifying, abusive environment because you don't want your children to be damaged by this, by being turned against you, and you don't want to lose your children that way. Well, they think by staying, you're condoning. You're saying this is okay. This is what it is. This is what they will grow up to think is normal. This is what they will emulate. They'll model this behavior. I don't think it's ever okay to stay in an abusive marriage. We get the joke on what these narcissists are like, why they do what they do. They're really compromised emotionally. So my whole coaching program is based on understanding their behavior so we can use it to our advantage and trick them into doing what's best for the children, for the family. So my mission in life is to tell people, or make sure people realize, that they do not have to stay in an abusive marriage. All right, I hope this helps a little bit. Let me know. All of my information is in the comments. In the description rather, you can book a free session with me if you want to find out more about my coaching, or if you just want to chat, tell me what's going on. I'll try to give you some advice. My first session is always free. So all that information is down below. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. And I put out lots of content, and I would love for you to be notified every time a new video comes out. All right, so thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.